Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm the Underdog Reacts, and I watched Hatchet. Yes. We're only gonna watch 2 movies today. This is the second movie, but yeah. Sorry, you probably noticed that today. Hatchet, yes. Yeah, it's nice to do some horror movies again. Yeah, well, okay, we've done Chucky, and the Chucky show was also a lot of fun. Um, but yeah, Hatchet. Hopefully the other ones are better than this one. It was not a bad movie, but it was just not. No, I hoped it would have been better, you know. But hey, you can't get everything that you want, can you? Well, maybe you can if you're rich, but then still you can't. You can't get in movies that are already made. If you want a different ending, yeah, it's just too bad. But Hatchet, yes, let's just start with the movie, shall we? It's dark, and apparently we're in a swamp, and we're on the water, and we see a boat. We see a light on the boat, yeah, and it's drifting very slowly. We then see, we have an above shot of something. I don't know what it is, but I think it's the back of a crocodile. And we see on the right side of the screen, we see a match being lit. We then see, a man, lighting his pipe. And when I look a bit closer, that's Robert Englund. He plays Freddy Krueger. So nice to see him in this movie. Very nice. He only didn't survive for very long, which was a bit too bad. I hope that he had a bigger character in this movie, but a bit too bad. So he's lighting his pipe, and then we see the other side of the boat. We see another guy sitting, probably his son, sitting bent over, with his father, played by Robert Englund, back to back. He turns around and he says, "We're here already for 3 hours," but then the father responds and basically says that he ain't going back without that catch. But we're gonna leave that because if you want to know what's up next, watch the movie yourself. But then something in the water starts to move, and then if you want to know what's up next, watch the movie yourself. Robert Englund was in this movie for a very small role. It was not very big, but a small role. And also a bit later in the movie, we had Tony Todd. Yes, famous for his appearance as, what was his name? As Candyman in the Candyman franchise. Or you maybe know him from the Final Destination franchise. Also, rest in peace to Tony Todd. Wait, is England already dead? I think not. Right? Work with me. No, he's still alive. Good. That's good. He's still alive. Great actors. Both really great actors. I also there was also another actor in this movie that I reckon, two others that I recognized. Richard Reel, probably Richard Reel, and Joel David Moore. I recognize those two actors from some other movies. Richard was the first one played by Jim, played by Richard, was the first one to die. By that we've seen by Victor Crowley. Oh, that's funny. The actor who plays Victor Crowley, he played also the dad in the memory, in the flashback memory, whatever. Um, the dad of Victor. That's funny that he played both Victor and the father. Interesting. Um, so yeah, Richard Jim was the first one to die, and then his wife died. Shannon, played by Patricia Darbo. Don't know her. And she had brutal death. Her head was all ripped open. Very cool effect. Very cool effect. Very brutal. And then Doc Shapiro died, played by Joel Murray, by getting his whole head twisted around. Brutal shit, brutal shit. The movie was alright. Yeah. I expected a bit better, but it was not bad. It was not a bad movie, but I hope that the sequels, the other three, will be better, but we only know by watching the movies ourselves. But I'm gonna leave likes, recommend the good, Robert Englund or Tony Todd or X/Hatchet/ something that looks like an X movie down below in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel, or Good Swamp movie down below in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel. Check out my second channel, Underdog Eats, with the food streams every week from 10 to circle, on my first channel, Underdog Reacts, where we do primarily music. Link down below in the description, and see you guys next time. Bye.